Hello guys, today we will be looking at a Khora build. I'd like to share what I've got. I like to say it's a pretty good build. So let's get straight into it. So with Khora we have 155 duration, 130 efficiency, 175 range, and 150 strength. With the accumulating WhipClaw augment, that is a very important mod to have for her. So it will give you 35% stacking damage bonus to your WhipClaw every time you hit 3 enemies with it. This stacks up to 10 times, giving you 350% additional damage, which is amazing, and it's just a must-have mod. This is an Umbra build also, so we have Umbra Vitality and Umbra Intensify. For energy purposes, I have Energize, which I know not everybody's going to have Energize, obviously. So I would replace the Streamline with Maxed Fleeting if you don't. That's just going to cut down on your duration, which is just used for your 4, which is fine. I like being able to use my 4 as some crowd control behind me normally, but not that big a deal. It'll still be a good build without. Her first ability is highly based on your melee mods. So I have my Mire built up because you can get a really good ribbon for it, and Toxic Blight. So I get a Syndicate proc with this weapon that gives me energy, which is amazing. On this build, I have Buzzkill for more slash procs, Spoiled Strike for more damage, and the attack speed doesn't really affect your WhipClaw at all. Drifting Contact for status chance and combo duration. And I'm using my Riven, which my Riven's not super great. 81 damage to Grineer, 301 melee damage, which is really awesome. But the minus 60% crit damage is just a killer. So I would advise getting something with crit and or crit damage, and just melee damage is what you're going for. And of course, more electricity or toxin just won't hurt. But that's what I would look for in a Riven, with a negative that's not going to kill you like mine, but I've already rolled this thing 45 times, so getting a little tired of rolling it. Other than that, I'm using Naramon to keep my combo counter up with the Power Spike. That will help out a lot. And Venari, I just have a bunch of survival mods. She's not amazing, so I wouldn't invest too much into her. Alright, and let me show you what it can do. I know I don't have amazing enemies to test this on, just 130 Bombards and Arid Heavy Gunners, but still, it'll give you the idea. So, let's run up here, and I'll use I'll first strike him just with the WhipClaw, and I'm building up on the top right. You can see that accumulating WhipClaw. It's already to 280, 315, 350, that's where it maxes. I use my second ability on him, which drags him in, and I'm going to deal a lot more damage overall anyways. And I feel like the Simulacrum doesn't really do justice compared to actual missions, because for some reason you get a lot more crits in real missions than you do in this Simulacrum. But as you can see, it just melts these guys. I have a pretty decent mesa build, and it can't outdamage this. So there's your basic idea, and here, let me bring out my melee. You can see my combo counter is now up to a 3, so it's going to start doing a lot more damage too. So, oh, well, there went my combo multiplier. Here, let's try to get that back up. And that accumulating WhipClaw just slowly degenerates, so it doesn't go down immediately, which is great. Then also your fourth ability, if you use it, get all the enemies in it. When WhipClaw 1, all the other enemies receive half the damage, and it re-rolls all the status procs. So, not only is it really good crowd control, but it can be pretty decent for killing too. So let's try on these bombards again. Before it wasn't all that great with them. So as you can see, it does pretty decent damage. And it is no saying that most of these abilities you can use while you're in midair. So you can be, you know, super mobile also to avoid damage. I'll show you. Bombards take a beating. Bring a buddy to strip armor. So as you can see, they're all taking damage when I'm just whipping this one guy. And some of the other ones even died, even though they're taking half damage because they received their own status procs. So they have their own chance. And you can, while they're in this, ensnare them to make them take even more damage. Please like and subscribe if you would. If you want to see more content like this.
The longer you fight, the more successful we will be.